Alright, so in the previous video, I took the pairing of two gerbils together and they have not actually known each other, not from the same family line, and they did not fight. So the question that came to my mind was whether that was happening because maybe it was a one-shot kind of thing. Today we're having a second pair of gerbils, same thing, not from the same family line. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to put them together again and see whether, according to traditional beliefs, they will actually fight. Okay, so I'm not too sure how it will work yet, but I'm prepared to stop the fight if I need to. Let me just, what we have in there is actually a spotted champagne gerbil. And next I'm gonna pull off, let me just take one. I'm gonna take out the, alright, so here we have a cream gerbil. And we're just gonna put them there for about, let's say, 2 minutes, okay? Or maybe a bit more. So the initial understanding of gerbils is that they will actually meet each other. They'll taste. I don't know whether they are like licking or like kind of like, it's not biting, but if you actually understand how they do it, they actually nibble a little bit. So they actually do that on the butt area first, okay, as an introduction to each other. Then they will go for the mouth. For the mouth is not so soon, okay. You can see that they are not fighting. Neither do you see any of them in distress. So what I'm doing is that first of all, they're currently in a box here. Now some people say that the reason why this is happening is because the box is a little small. But what I'm going to do is that first I've actually placed them in a box just to test out how things will happen. It's also much easier to break up a fight if it occurs, and then later I'll put them into a tank. Okay, here's the introduction part where they actually lick them off. Okay, here you go. This is actually the important part of introduction, and if after this introduction phase they do not fight, then the tendency of them fighting is actually almost not gonna happen. At least not that I know of. Excellent, you see? So you can see that one of them is still trying to figure out. However, you can see that both of them are quite peaceful. There's no action that shows, or body motion that shows that they're actually afraid or panicking in any way. Now what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to actually bring them over to another tank which is bigger, and then we'll see how things work out from there. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to take this one out and I'm going to put her over here, and then the cream one over. And we're going to observe again in this small tank what is going to happen. Now, some people ask me, or rather they make comments saying that the tank that I use is too small. I have reiterated this many times before. The tank that I use for filming is definitely small, and the reason why is because it's very difficult if I was supposed to have a much bigger tank when filming. Okay, in this case you can see that putting my camera this way is able to actually record almost anywhere the gerbils run. But if that's a much bigger tank, what will happen is that I have to constantly move my camera left and right just to capture where the gerbils are running. What you're looking out for is whether any of them is frantically trying to run off or so. Okay, the thumping of feet by one of the gerbil may not necessarily mean that it is in distress or panic. Okay, thumping the feet can be communication of good news, or it can be something bad. But based on their body motions, it seems like it's pretty good. Okay, because if it was supposed to be bad, the tendency is that you will see them either fighting or that they will actually freeze on the spot. So it's already about 5 minutes in, it's about 4 minutes and 30 seconds to be exact, and they're not fighting. It's pretty good news, and based on this, the tendency is that they will, or rather, based on my understanding, they will actually not fight. Okay, and they're actually just gonna leave on this way, and it's pretty good. So I think one of the main ideas of pairing gerbils, yes, the split cage method and everything, but I realized that a lot of communication about pairing of gerbils start basically based on the understanding of how gerbils live together, but very few people actually put into consideration how gerbils react, you know, or why would they actually attack each other. And they think that it's attacking, and most of the time when I actually see them being paired together, sometimes yes, they are attacking, but the question is why do they attack? And at other times they are not attacking, but we think they are attacking, and then the question comes back again, why do they look like they're attacking? And sometimes they're actually fighting for dominance, and sometimes they're really fighting. So I think the amount of time you spend with them and actually having an active idea or desire to understand what they're actually thinking of or what they're actually doing helps you in the pairing process to be calm whenever you see them do something, and to actually understand whether some aggression is going to start. And how do you actually translate the information as a parent, as a gerbil parent, to each of the gerbils in the tank, whether they're adults or even young ones. What you see down here, these two are considered adults already, or at least at the older teenage age. It's 6 minutes in, no fights happening, and I'm very confident now that this is a successful pairing. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm not using a DSLR for this. I'm just using my handphone, my iPhone, and it's pretty bad lighting. The reason why is really because I wanted this to be something where I can really disengage and stop the video should they actually come into a fight, but nothing has happened, so I'm pretty glad with this. I'm going to put them over to another tank again, a bigger one this time, and I'm confident nothing will happen. And yeah, we're going to start to see really cool pups coming soon. So we've got the male cream and the spotted sapphire gerbil. Thank you very much guys for watching this, and I hope this has been, you know, pretty interesting too for all gerbil breeders and those who are interested in gerbils.